Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Good morning. It is morning here. And it is July 2nd. I can't believe it is already July. I feel like each year just goes by quicker and quicker. But anyways, July 2nd, you heard that right. Summerween has begun and I'm excited. I'm gonna try vlogging again. Oh, my eyes are super watery. I guess like just my allergies have been acting up for the past couple of days, because like 2 days ago I had like this splitting headache and my sinuses were dry. Now my eyes are crying and okay. So back to Summerween. I got my books here and I don't know what I'm gonna start off with yet. I think I'm gonna start with Wormwood by Chad Lutsky and Tim Mayer, just because this has been a book. It's so shiny. Not shiny, but reflective. This has been a book that I have been wanting to read for such a long time, and I feel like I can read it in one sitting. It is 150 pages long, and I am super excited. Like I said, this is just the book that I have been wanting to read since it came into my possession earlier this year. Was it this year? No, or was it last year? Oh my gosh, I can't even remember. Let's read the synopsis. I usually don't read the synopsis, but I am going to today. For some kids, Long Lake, Georgia. I didn't even know this was set in Georgia. Look at this. Long Lake, Georgia is home. Let's start that again because that didn't sound right. For some kids, Long Lake, Georgia is home. But for 14-year-old Baker Gray, it's just another stop, another town in another state. Because of his mother's nomadic lifestyle, he's never had a best friend, never kissed a girl, and he's certainly never met anyone like Cassandra Larson, the enigmatic older girl whose idea of fun blurs the line between right and wrong. Ooh. I have something in my eye now. Great. Not only is my eye crying, but now I want to have a little particle in there. Whew. Okay. Being hopelessly led by emotions he's never felt, Baker finds himself plodding along dark paths paved by the girl he thinks he may love. A road to self-destruction, where vigilante justice is encouraged and bloodshed is an art form. Okay, sounds interesting. I just read the synopsis, but I don't know if it's because I'm just not used to reading synopsis that it just flew over my head. All I know, it's Georgia, a guy and a girl, and a path of destruction. Which is a good thing, because like I said, I like to go into my books blind. So Wormwood is going to be our first book of Summerween, so let's jump in. Hey guys, I'm like scrunched down here because the camera is so low. I need another tripod. I finished Wormwood on the first day and you know what? Let's come over here. There's better lighting. It's much better. So I finished Wormwood. Let's move this back a little. I finished Wormwood for the third time, and I actually had only read until like page 20. This is like a 180 page book, 150 page book. So I was reading this throughout the day here and there, not a lot. I think I got 20 pages done reading throughout the whole day. And then at nighttime, I was able to get the what am I saying? Words, what are they? I was able to get the ebook off of Kindle Unlimited. They had it on Kindle Unlimited, so I finished it. I was up until 4 in the morning just reading this. Well, I didn't start reading until late, but I finished it last night and I really enjoyed it. It's not a 5-star book like I thought it was gonna be. You know, for me, a 5-star book is all about feelings and emotions and my connection with the characters. I still haven't been able to tell if I'm a character-driven reader or a plot-driven reader. I feel like I've liked equally both types of novels, so but I just can't pinpoint which one is my favorite. I don't know what it was. I didn't have that connection with the characters that I wish I would have had, but I'm still giving this book 4 stars because it was phenomenal. This is just about a group of friends. You have this new kid, Baker. He is, all you know from him is that he's constantly moving. He's constantly the new kid because his mom's job is whatever it is. She has to keep moving because of her job. She gets promotions or better opportunities, and I'm guessing it's within the same company. You never know what the mom does, just that they move around a lot. And so he never makes friends. You know that in the past 2 schools that he was in, he's gotten into fights, and so you know that his mom's telling him, please, no more fights. And so he's trying to be good. He starts this new school. Of course they're messing with him because he's the new kid, but then he makes friends with this guy Seb, and they become really close. Hold on, I just realized the TV is blabbing away behind. I'm sorry. And so you know that he becomes friends with Seb, and Seb is just basically like trying to give him advice. Just stay away from this kid that's messing with you. Just don't even make eye contact with him. Just ignore him. He'll move on. And that's what he does, and they become really good friends. Along the way, like a couple days into their friendship, they're at their house playing, and Seb's sister comes in with like 2 of her friends. They're in high school, you know the type. And Cassandra is one of the friends. I don't know what she sees in these 2 kids, but she just befriends them and like dumps Seb's sister for Seb and Baker, and she starts hanging out with them, but she is not a nice person. She's a rebel. She likes trouble, and she just likes to do bad things. And there's a counselor that keeps advising Baker, like, listen, just watch who you hang out with. You know, number 1, try to hang out with people your age, because this girl is in high school and they are 14 years old. The boys are 14 years old. And so this girl's in high school, you know, she's known to be a troublemaker. Just watch what you're doing. But he doesn't. He feels like he starts falling in love with Cassandra, with Cass, and, you know, things spiral from there because she just gets worse and worse and worse, and he just becomes so in love with her that him and Seb, they just do whatever this girl wants, and of course things spiral out of control, and that's where we stand. I absolutely loved it. Again, not as much as I would have liked, because knowing Chad Lutzke and the emotions that he brings out of me is just incredible. So I thought, okay, this is Chad Lutzke and Tim Mayer. I love Tim Mayer. I love Tim Mayer. I'm actually in the middle of Malignant Summer right now. I've been reading Malignant Summer since June 1st, but readathons and things keep coming up, and I haven't been able to finish that, but I just love Tim Mayer's handwriting. I liked his handwriting. I like Tim Mayer's writing, and I love Chad Lutzke's writing, and I thought I was going to get the emotions, and I did get some emotions, but I wasn't that connected to the characters, to be completely honest with you. It was a great story because it was a great story, but not because I had a connection with any one of them. But I can see people creating connections with these characters. Cass is just, she's on a whole nother level, but Baker, this is a story told from his perspective, this is Baker's story. And so you really get to see the inside of Baker's feelings and his emotions. Not so much Seb and Cass, and I really loved Baker, but it was like one of those characters where every time he would make a decision, I was like, no, almost like in The Hunting Wives, when Sophie is so obsessed with this Margot chick. I can't believe I remember their names, and she just keeps making stupid decisions, and it just frustrates you. That's what this kid is doing, but it's more understandable from this kid because he's 14 years old, and basically this is like the first girl he's loved. So really good. I highly recommend it. It is on Kindle Unlimited if you're interested in reading the book. And I love this cover, and I'm imagining this is stupid Cass. Oh my gosh, I was so upset at Cass, but whatever. Cass had her own issues altogether. I really liked this novel. So what happened last night, again, getting back into what I was saying earlier, I ended up reading this on Kindle Unlimited. So this was the book that I read in the dark. So I have my horror book prompt checked off, and I have a book to read in the dark. So now we have these 3 books, not really these 3 books. It's either one of these, and then my best friend's Exorcism. I'm gonna start my best friend's Exorcism today because I'm actually buddy reading this with Deja, with Cami, with a couple of girls, because I can't remember their names. I just started following them recently, so I'm so sorry, but I know they are always like in the lives for I was gonna say for Stranger Things. I wish for Stacks of Strange, but they're so sweet. So we're all reading this together, and I'm super excited. I'm still gonna get the ebook out because of the illustrations that Rain talked about when we were on the live. So that's what's going on. It is Saturday, July 3rd. And we're just gonna keep summer-weening our little hearts off. Hey guys, happy 4th of July. It is Sunday the 4th of July. And of course you will not be getting this happy 4th of July until after the fact. But like while you're listening to this, just make pretend it's Sunday again. And you're celebrating 4th of July if you celebrate. That's if you celebrate. All right, so I wanted to update you really quickly on my best friend's Exorcism. I didn't get a lot of reading done yesterday, and that's usually the case for me in the weekends. I tend to get less reading done in the weekends because my husband's off of work, and you know, we just like to hang out together and stuff. And although he's always home because he works from home, it's not the same, because if he's working, then he has to be back and forth through his computer and on calls and stuff. So we really spend more time during the weekend than we do during the week. And since he works during the week, I get a lot of reading done during the week. So all that talking to say that I barely got any reading done yesterday. I listened to 50 pages of it. But I am loving this book so much. Even from the beginning, I can really relate to this book because when we start the book with Abby, and she's explaining how, you know, she has just seen the movie that has changed her entire life. And when she says what movie this is and her age, I can relate. She's talking about E.T. And I loved E.T. so much. And she says in the book how each and every time that she watches E.T., she cries. And I have not watched E.T. in many years. E.T. released in June of 1982. I was born in 1981, September of 1981, and so although I didn't watch it when it came out in theaters, I wasn't even 1 year old when it came out. I was on my way to turning 1. So although I saw it after its release, I saw it on VHS. VHS. That's how I saw E.T. I can relate and I can understand. And although I haven't watched E.T. in over 20 years, maybe even more, over 30 years, I know that if I still watch that movie today, I will cry. And we're going to put that to the test because I do want to watch E.T. I don't know when that's going to happen, but it's just sparked my love of E.T. again. And it's just, she's so relatable. There's a part here that I tabbed, is this one. So let me paint the picture for you. She is having her birthday party at the skating rink, and it's all E.T. based. You know, all the decorations are E.T. She's dressed in E.T. She is like E.T. out. Like, she is die hard for E.T. and I love that. And so they have the party room rented out. That's where it's gonna be. And when one of the parents shows up to drop off their kid, the parent says, we don't know this character, do we, Gretchen? She asked, looking at E.T. So the other parent is saying that they don't know who E.T. is, and this is Abby's thought. And I love the audiobook because she does such a great job of giving it that 10-year-old, you know, infliction. It's just so amazing. She goes, she has to be kidding, Abby thought. How could she not know the most popular person on the planet? I found that, I mean, the book won me over. That was 15 pages into the book, and the book won me over with just Abby's fascination with ET. My dogs are gonna have such a hard day today because of the fireworks. It's 7:30 and the sun is still out. I mean, it is sunny AF out there, so I don't know like what fireworks they're seeing, like or how they could see the fireworks now. But my dogs, the fireworks have been going off here since Friday. No, since Thursday. We've been hearing fireworks. Georgia, they do not play. They know how to do their fireworks. It's not a good thing for my dogs. So I suffer a little bit. And last night the fireworks were off the chain and my dogs were shaking and panting. I felt so bad. So anyways, I don't think I'm gonna get any reading done for today. I haven't done any reading today. I think we're gonna watch a movie and grill some burgers and just hang out at home. And I'm gonna let you guys go, and I'm gonna go eat some hamburgers, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. So it is Monday, July 5th, and I have a little bit of an update for you, and I gotta speak out my frustration here because I am at the 182 mark of my best friend's exorcism, and I am super frustrated for Abby. This poor girl, like, nobody is listening to her. That her friend Gretchen, there's something wrong with her. And this poor girl is trying to like help her best friend, and it is just not going well for her. And sometimes I wonder, like, is it worth sticking up for people if in the long run you're gonna be the one that's gonna end up screwed? Oh my gosh, I feel so bad for Abby. And then now Gretchen is like the popular girl in school. Let me tell you, I love Grady Hendrix's subtle, like, creepy or disgusting scenes, like in the part where Abby is explaining the difference that she sees in Gretchen. I was just like, ew, ew, ew. I'm not a person that gets really disgusted with nasty scenes or things like that, but I do get disgusted with like bodily fluids or smells. I like and so this had a large portion of that, where we're seeing what Gretchen is going through. I'm loving the audiobook and the narrator. I think I said this yesterday. She's just perfect. Whenever there is like a flashback to when Abby is thinking about something that happened when they were kids, the way she changes her voice to like portray like a little girl. I love it so much. So much. So this is what my desk looks like after that whole entire mess that you guys saw earlier. I'm like trying to clean out my room because this is a bit ridiculous. So my first step was to remove everything that was on the desk, books and stuff, and really move things around because I wanted to move my little Halloween tree here. I'm kneeling. Oh my gosh, look how cute my background. Anyways, I'm so excited. The whole reason why I moved this here is because I got another piece. I went Halloween decor shopping yesterday, and I'm so excited. So I wanted to move a couple things around to fit this one specific piece. So without further ado, this is my little Halloween decor haul. I'm such a nerd. I'm so ridiculous, but I'm super excited. I'm just here to let y'all know that I haven't read anything. And I think tomorrow is the last day of the readathon. So yeah, it's going great. Thank you for asking. Bye. Okay, so my battery looks like it's about to die, so let me talk quickly. It is Wednesday and it is the end of the night. It's 10:20 at night, so I'm updating you a little bit late. I started In the Scrape tonight by James Newman and Mark Steensland. This is for the prompt of read a book with orange or black on the cover or both. This has both. I am currently just 25 pages in. This book is only 90 pages long, so I know I'll finish this tonight, but I'm loving this so far. We are following two young brothers. I believe the youngest is 9 years old, which is Matthew, and then we have Jacob, and I think he's a few years older than his brother. You know that they're collecting money to run away. Their mom has left them and their dad is very abusive to them. He disciplines them really, really hard. That's all you know, is that they're trying to gather up money with little jobs like walking a dog or, you know, things like that around the neighborhood because they want to get out. They want to head out to California to find their mother. I'm really enjoying the writing and the pacing of the book. I'm really loving the relationship of the brothers. So I'm really eager to continue reading. I just finished In the Scrape. It was so good. I gave it 5 stars. We'll talk more tomorrow because it is 1 in the morning. I'm taking my dogs out and I'm going to sleep. Okay, so it is the next day. It is the last day of Summerween and it is 4:40 in the afternoon. I'm getting a late start today, but I've been just editing all day. And my vlog is already at 24 minutes, so I'm gonna talk fast. So I finished In the Scrape, 5 stars. It was fantastic. I love the relationship of the brothers. I just said this in my last clip. And I thought the writing was amazing. I was very satisfied with the outcome of the story. The boys and the dad end up taking a trip camping, and it's at that point that the story really takes a spiral and we see a complete shift into the boys' plans. So I love this and I'm so glad that I gave this a chance, because if it were for the cover I would have never picked it up, because I don't know, I thought it was like a hunting kind of story, which are cool, don't get me wrong, but I haven't been in the mood for that. I don't know that I've ever been in the mood, but while this does have hunting aspects of it, it is not the story. I thought it was going to be the complete story. There's a backstory that involves a buck, and so it was just fascinating, and I'm so glad that I gave this a chance, because like I said, it probably would have been a book that would have been sitting there for a really long time. So I would give this one a try, you guys. Don't be fooled by the cover. Coming of age, father and son's relationship, fantastic all around. Those were all the books that I had on my TBR. I also had the Boneset and Feathers one by Gwendolyn Kiss, but I am not going to pick that one up right now just because I wanted something a little shorter than that. And when I was looking through my shelves to see what little novellas I have, I wanted something like In the Scrape, 90 pages, 100, maybe 120 pages. And when I was looking at my shelves, I caught sight of this one and remember my friend telling me how amazing it is. And so when I read the synopsis, listen to the first words: one hot summer night. Yes, done. Summerween, hot summer night. Goddess of Filth by V. Castro, and I'm pumped for this, you guys. I am so pumped for this. Hey guys, so Summerween is officially over. It is 12:32, but I just wanted to come on here really quick and let you guys know that I finished Goddess of Filth. I'm so excited. I read quite a bit. It's been a while since I completed a readathon completely. But I set out to read all the books I wanted to, and I even got a bonus book in. But it's late, as I said already. We will talk more about all of my reading experience tomorrow when I close out this vlog. So I'll see you guys then. I cannot believe that Summerween is over. Like, that's it. I was enjoying myself so much that in my mind it was just gonna keep going forever. But here we are. It's the day after Summerween has finished. And I got one book to talk about, and then we're gonna recap on my ratings, but we're not gonna talk too much about the other books because there's a whole video on that. So, Goddess of Filth. Okay, this was fantastic. So here we're following a group of girls. They're all Mexican, and first of all, I was laughing so hard because of the terms. I had a stepdad that was Mexican, and so I was just like enjoying that aspect of it with the culture. But here we're following a group of girls. You know that they are a year from graduating high school, a year after graduating high school. It is, I forget what they're celebrating, but they're celebrating something. I think it's somebody's birthday. And they're like sitting in a circle, and one way or another they conjure up this goddess. So yeah, that's what this whole story is about. It's following this one girl. We're actually seeing from the perspective of Lourdes, and it's her best friend. It's a group of 4, but they are the ones that are closest, is Lourdes and Fernanda. And the goddess decides to take over Fernanda for XYZ reasons. And it's just that story following them from Lourdes' perspective and trying to save her friend. It's funny because here we have My Best Friend's Exorcism, which is about a friend helping another friend that's possessed, and this one's almost the same thing, which is a friend helping another friend that's been taken over by a goddess. So it was such a fun time. I will say though that there are times when we have the dialect between the goddess and the character Fernanda, and I felt like that dialogue was missing something. It was a little bit simple. I don't know if that's the word I can use. And I get it that this goddess was ancient, so maybe that's why, but their interaction was just, I don't know, there was something weird about it. I ended up giving this one 4 stars for that reason, and also because although I was very invested in the story and I was really wanting to know to find out, I mean, I was into it. It was, number one, the dialogue between Fernanda and the goddess. It just seemed off. It seemed like elementary, almost like simple. And then the second thing was that it's a really short book. It's 140 pages, I believe. And, you know, it's quick. You don't have time to really care for the characters, although I did like them and, you know, followed them along. But it was such a short book that everything was like pretty rushed, so I couldn't really connect with it. But it was still fantastic. It's so unique. Not in the sense of possession or anything like that, but in the sense of like the friendship, the culture. I really enjoyed the reading from a Mexican group of friends, and it was just a fun time. If you haven't read this one, go ahead and pick it up. If you had the Nightworms box, I forgot which month it was, a couple months back, then you should have this one, and I urge you to read it. And just to recap a little bit on the ratings that I gave these books, the first book that I finished was Wormwood. This was for read a horror novel and read a book in the dark. I did read this on Kindle Unlimited. I ended up giving this one 4 stars. Then I finished My Best Friend's Exorcism, and this completed the prompt of read a supernatural novel. I ended up giving this one also 4 stars. Then I read In the Scrape, and this completed the prompt of read a book with black or orange on the cover or both, and I ended up giving this one 5 star. This was my only 5 star out of all 4 books. And then last but not least, Goddess of Filth. As you guys already know, this was a bonus book. This was not in my TBR and really doesn't complete any prompts. And I ended up giving this one 4 stars. So nothing but 4 and 5 stars for this reading vlog, for this readathon. The only prompt that I did not complete was the first one, which was bake or create a spooky drink or a drink based on a book. Whatever that prompt was, I did not complete, and I'm okay with it. I wasn't planning on doing that prompt anyways, so it's all good. I almost baked some Halloween cupcakes yesterday, but ain't nobody got time for that. So yeah, so that's it, you guys. That was my Summerween. So let me know down below how you did for Summerween, if you participated, what books you read, which one was your favorite out of all the books you read for Summerween. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye. I completed